Yeah, dog. Welcome to Wreck to Riches. My name is Thomas G. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to smash the like button, drop a comment, and always remember I'm not a financial advisor. For damn sure not a professional. This is cryptocurrency. You could get wrecked. Never ever allow an influencer on any social media platform to influence you when it comes to cryptocurrencies, because you could get wrecked. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let me tell you a little bit about the Pulsechain Ratio Trading. Get a little bit off my chest as well, emotions that I'm going through. I am at Home Depot right now. Sorry I haven't made a video in days. It's spring break with the kids, so we've done a lot of things, okay? And one project I started in the past couple days is making an outdoor pond for some turtles they got. And I'm about to get the sand and the rock pebble and make them a little beach. Get all the extra stuff. The turtles are happy. Outdoor ponds, you can tell turtles love. I mean, forget that aquarium stuff. You know, I want them to live like in their natural habitat. So doing everything for the kids. But let's get to crypto, all right? And I bring up my kids because I'm talking about ratio trading. I got several wallets that I operate differently on right now across the board on Pulsechain heavily. Ratio trading has been a big factor because I have one wallet that I trade, and all I look at is the USD value. So if I put $1,000 of Pulse or Pulsechain on the line, or Hex, whatever it is, for a trade, all I care about is if I make $500, $600, $700, I sell that value into a stable token, send it off the network, and then it reaches my bank account for expenses like the zoo, you know, all these pets that they're getting and all these trips we've been doing on spring break, bills, you name it. I got 5 kids, okay? And they drive me crazy. But I love them. And that's, you know, to support the family, bills. And then the other one's just for our future, you know, goals I have. So at the beginning of the month in March, I saw an opportunity where the ratio between plsx and ink token took a deep dive, like right off a cliff. And I think it was between March 8th and March 12th. Per ink token, it would cost you roughly 98,000 to 100,000 plsx per ink token. Remember, in this wallet, I'm not worried about the price of ink. I'm not worried about the price of plsx. This wallet wants to accumulate more plsx. That's its only duty, its only job, its only focus. So, per ink, it cost me roughly, on average, 98,500 plsx to get that ink per ink token. I put 5 billion plsx, which, by the way, this wallet, I did several wallets like this. This particular wallet invested 100,000 in the sacrifice for plsx. It got like 1.5, I think, billion plsx, something around there, 1.3, 1.5 billion plsx. I traded it up, ratio trading so far, to 5 billion plsx, and obviously I'm a little bit up from the $100,000, nothing crazy. But its job is just to end up with more plsx, because I do believe we'll hit sacrifice price like we just damn near did right there, plus more. So I took the 5 billion, and between, you know, March 8th and 12th, I averaged in at that ratio that I just mentioned with 5 billion plsx. I got me roughly 50,000 plus, a little bit over 50,000 ink. All right. 20 days later, we're sitting at today's March 30th. I sold it off at different chunks in the past, 12 hours. And I'm getting, remember, per ink to get in was 98,000, roughly 100,000 plsx to get per ink. Right now, with the ratio trade that we're at, I'm trading out, and the prices have gone down on both assets. Remember, I'm only worried about getting more plsx. My trade out is 149,000, about 148,000 sold ink going back into PulseX. So that's a plus 50,000 almost per ink, 50,000 plus profit per ink on your PulseX. So this wallet now has a little bit over 7.4 billion PulseX. And where the money gets made, because I'm not worried about the value at this point, I'm worried about getting to 10 billion PulseX on this wallet. I have other wallets that have more than that, but this wallet has a purpose, right? This wallet is going to be the one that holds through, as long as it can in a cycle to hit, 100x, 200x, 1000x if it can. And I have other ones that I'm trying to do that with Pulse and Hex. The other ones, I'm trying to trade a ratio trade for Pulse, ratio trade to earn more Hex, P-Hex, E-Hex. As long as I'm in the Richard Hart ecosystem, that's all that matters. Ratio trading between his tokens. So that opportunity in a 20-day window, even with the prices down, I don't care because now I have more PulseX. And when the price goes back up, which we're almost at the end of the 52-week shakeout period, I believe I'm going to get a lot more extra value. So I'm proud of that. Originally started 1.5 billion on that wallet, now about 7.4 billion on that ratio trade. So I'm looking for those. And it was a good ratio trade, selling some PDI. Right now, it's about 45 Pulse, right? So I'm up a lot. I'm getting a lot more Pulse back than what the Pulse I spent to come in on that ratio trade to come out. So that wallet's doing really good on PDI. And that's like the narrative PDI, the one that might go to peg that people think. I got a video to talk about that and why the excitement is getting crazy, like about the PDI narrative. But, not worried about on these particular wallets, the price, just getting more and more. And right now, just to throw a nugget out there, I'm not a financial advisor. The one I'm looking at that took a deep dip is the ratio between Hex, which would be P-Hex, Pulsechain Hex, and Pulse right now. So that's where I'm going to be headed, or that's where I'm already at. These ratio trades are not something I'm doing like on a daily basis. This one took 20 days to get 2.4 billion Pulse, which is good. That could be life-changing. I don't know. I believe. I don't have a crystal ball, not like Nagabo, but I think it'll have a huge impact. And I'm really excited about what's going on in Pulsechain. I love the fact that these opportunities to get more tokens are here to ratio trade between the Ink tokens and the Pulse and Hex, the Richard Hart tokens I believe in. And the wallet that I'm trading to make money is just like, it's not going to turn into, $10 million unless PulseX does crazy numbers, but it'll be good as well. But the one that bothers me the most, I haven't told anybody on camera yet, is I have a wallet that's yield farming $1 million value that's paired between on V1, so it's farming like 120% APR, Pulse and DAI from Ethereum. When you see your portfolio, when you're showing up to the zoo on spring break with your kids and the big dip that just happens on a wallet like that, oh, my kids are like, Dad, let's go see the monkeys. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to make it. Because you feel like, my entire life I never thought I would make $1 million or ever have $1 million. So it's hard to stomach. I'm poor my entire life, man. My entire life. Up until the past, 4 years, since Hex launched and things changed for me. It's hard. It's like, it's too good to be true. It feels like crazy. I just can't believe, like, when you see a portfolio of that magnitude, it is making a lot of ink. I think it's making like, oh gosh, like $2,800+ a day in ink farming. So that doesn't offset the feeling of when your portfolio goes down like that. But it's not taking a huge hit because half the pair is in DAI, of course. So I'm not taking like the full hit, but it's a drastic feeling. It's not a feeling you want on spring break when you're showing up to the zoo at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and you see the prices doing what they were doing. So hopefully the prices recover. But till then, I'm not going to look at that. I'm just going to keep yield farming. It's very hard to stomach that. I'm a very humble person. Never let the money get to my head. I only think about my kids' futures. So that's why it really hits me hard when the prices do this. I know what you guys are feeling when prices are down on a much bigger scale than maybe a lot of you, but we're all in this together. The end goal is to make a lot of money, hopefully. So don't forget to pound the like button. Just want to get that off my chest. That was a rough day the other day. Till next time, we'll do it again. Yeah, dog.